When people start to go against what you're hired to do, leave.
I won't let no one come and take your place, 'cause the love you give, you can't be replaced. She's no one else, let me like you do.
Good morning, everybody. I'm back. It's your girl, Sierra. Right now, sorry if this is louder than usual. I'm just watching a Nollywood movie, and I'm actually working. Let me show y'all just a little bit. It's not much. So I'm just doing some work here. As a lot of you guys know, I work from home. Sidebar, I got this in the mail and I thought that it was a bill. I don't know if y'all can see that. $3.99 from Wells Fargo. I'm like, what? I don't even know what I did to get that much, but it's like, really? But I guess for checks and balances, they have to send it no matter what. Let me put y'all up on the stand. I don't know what today's content is going to be about, and that's honestly, let me pause this. That's honestly a lot of the reason why I haven't been on camera, aside from the video that you guys are going to see. Well, because I'm going to post this clip Friday. I'll post this Friday. But aside from the video that you guys got this past Wednesday for the Bahamas Independence Day, I've noticed that I haven't been uploading 3 times a week like I would like. Not even 2, which is the minimum that I give myself, but that's primarily because I really, like, recently I don't know what to talk about, and I don't want to just put a camera, hold on, putting my tripod down. I don't want to just like put a camera like in my face and just talk about rubbish, you know, or things that I don't think that anybody's really trying to hear. So needless to say, that's why I haven't been posting. But when I have some substance, even if there's topics that I want to discuss, like aside from vlogging, because this isn't like a vlogging channel, it's not at all. I just vlog sometimes. If I want to be honest too, I don't like carrying my phone out when I'm out just having a good time. Very little of it is because of the people around me, very little, because I'm not really swayed by that majority of the times. Sometimes I am, but not too much. It's really just about me living in the moment, and I notice whenever I have a camera out, it takes away from me being in the moment, and I don't like that feeling. I like to be in the moment, you know what I'm saying, and actually take in what I'm seeing, what I'm receiving, and not just have a camera all the time. So that's purposely why my channel isn't a vlogging channel, but you will catch a vlog here and there, you know what I'm saying, if I'm in that spirit. It's just really about my life. So that can even mean me just sitting down and just talking to you guys about what's going on, which is what I'm most likely gonna do. Y'all, I cannot walk and chew gum at the same time. I'm trying to, hold on, let me see. And don't mind the background. There we go. I had to get that up for my tripod. But yeah, man, so that's really what it's been like with me. There's a lot of changes that's going on in my personal life. That's wonderful, and I really enjoy that. And I'm just really taking all of that in, and you guys would see some of the changes to come soon. Y'all will be seeing some of those changes. I don't want to talk about it now because I just don't want to get that personal with it, but 2, I just kind of want y'all to see the residuals of this very good thing, or things that's happening, and that should be happening in a few short months. God willing, a few short months, definitely before this year ends. Y'all would see. But y'all, I got like, I keep itching. I know I got bit. I had to have getting bit because I'm just itching a lot here. Y'all like my shirt? Let's see. I'm going 90s, baby. This is so cute. But as I look at it, I wish that the 90s was a different color. I wish that the 90s was a different color, because I just feel like it's too close, like it's too close in color Like, I really wanted it to pop. But I got another shirt that says 90s baby, so. And I got this from Shein. Yeah, so I'm just working. There's really nothing for me to do today, if I want to be honest. Y'all, I don't even know if I want to even tell y'all about school. I'm trying not to. I don't want to get this mindset about nursing school. I don't, because I feel myself getting there. When they said that this is going to be overwhelming at times, they never lied. Let me move out the way because that's like a big bright thing. But yeah, when they said that nursing school can and will get overwhelming at times, they did not lie. And I'm so happy that they have a what's her name? We call her 𝐾𝐿𝐴. But what's her title? She has a title. She's not just 𝐾𝐿𝐴. She's one of those people that you can talk to. She's some kind of a therapist. So there's a therapist in her title. But we have the luxury and privilege of having that at our nursing school. And I don't know if I ever told y'all, and I know before, to be honest, I was intentionally not telling you guys because personally I didn't know if our school had any type of stipulations on us telling people like where they are. And then I'm like, I see other YouTubers that omit the school they're going to for like safety reasons and stuff. But to be honest, my channel is just up and growing. Like, had I had like a crap load of followers, I probably wouldn't tell y'all. But it's y'all my family, y'all my close-knit family, so I'll tell y'all. I go to Chamberlain University, and I go to the Miramar campus. Excuse me, I go to the Miramar campus. So if you guys, I don't know, happen to see me there, y'all in nursing school too, say hey. I'm not shy. But yeah, I go to Chamberlain. So at Chamberlain they have, because it's expensive, right? So we should have this, right? So they have I want to call it like she's like a therapist. So she's somebody that you can go to, you know, when your personal life may be affecting your performance at school, because we all have personal lives, you know, no matter what you do, we have personal lives, and sometimes that can cloud, you know, our judgment in school. And I'm in an accelerated BSN program, so I'm gonna be leaving with my bachelor's in nursing. And I'm looking behind me because I got my calendar. I have 2 calendars, but on my school calendar I am set to graduate March of 2026, which feels so far away, honestly. But everybody who I tell that to say, oh, that's not far away, that's not far away, oh, that's close, before you know it, before you blink, it'll be there. And I hope that to be true. I can believe that partially because so far, let me see, first semester, I am on my last session of the 2nd semester, and come September I'll be in my 3rd semester, and that's a lot. That's like 1 2 3 4 5 6. Yeah, by the 3rd semester I would have tackled 6 classes, and my GPA is at a 3.0, a 3.07 it's at. It did go down. I was originally at a 3.45, but with my last 2 classes, one being health assessment 1 with lab, so that's 2, and pathophysiology, I passed both of those classes with a C. So of course that's going to bring my GPA a little bit down, but I'm not tripping. I'm just glad that I passed. Hallelujah. I'm just very happy that I passed. But needless to say, guys, I feel like I'm feeling it, and I only work part-time, so imagine people who work full-time. I tip my hat off to y'all because I can never. I'm taking 4 classes technically, because lab counts, and lab has homework, so I'm going to count any class that got homework in it. But so I'm taking 4 classes right now. I'm taking health and wellness 2, because last session was health and wellness 1, so there's 2 parts. So I'm taking health assessment 2 and lab. Those are 2 classes. And then I'm taking fundamentals, skills, and lab. I printed out all the, you know, the calendars so I could stay on top of what my assignments are, because I forget. I forget. I'm telling y'all, I would, with everything that's going on. And I can't stress enough, I'm part-time. So just imagine people who are full-time. Like, I tip my hat to you. But I don't know. I have to get it together. I need to prioritize. Like, I really understand wholeheartedy when they say don't have a job when you are in nursing school. You cannot have a job, or you shouldn't have a job. You could do whatever you wish, but you shouldn't have a job, because nursing school, especially an accelerated nursing school, will take a lot out of you. I 100% understand what they're talking about, because here I am, I'm a part-timer. I just do 4 hours a day 5 times in a week, and I'm already feeling it. Like right now I'm here working, but I can really be doing homework. I could be doing homework right now. Like, that's all I think about. I'm naturally not a morning person, but I start work at 9. My work is from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. So sorry, I just caught like a brain fart. Like, I just zoned out. But yeah, so my job is from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. 4 hours. But I just think, like, as I'm working, it's just like I could be really studying for these classes or doing some type of homework, because there's always something due, which is actually what I'm gonna try to get a hand start on. What is this? Versus skills, check off. Hand washing skills and check off. Wound care skill, check off. Yeah, not too sure, but yeah, so today's class we're gonna be having fundamentals. And who's teaching fundamentals? Hold on. No, we're not having fundamentals. We just had fundamentals last night for lab. We are going to be having health assessment 2 lecture. So we have, oh, this is Dr. Cuevas. Yeah, we're gonna be having her, I think, right? Is this her class? Well, they don't have the professor on the calendar. I don't know, but whoever we're having, I'm having the health assessment too. So I have to prepare for that. There is actually a worksheet that needs to be done. What this says, Monday tab. What is this? Monday. Lies. That's a lie. That can't be true. Or is it? Child, I didn't even do the EDAP. But I don't know. I hope that's not work that we have to do. But anyway, y'all, so as y'all can see, it's not all fun and games, and I'm starting to feel that more than ever now. Like, last session was the session that really opened my eyes to how serious this is, especially when I was like this close to passing, and I really had to do great on my finals, which I did, and I passed both of the classes. I'm very grateful. But yeah, so I'm gonna end this right here. Just want to sit down, and because I feel myself getting stressed, and I don't really want to get too stressed out about this. But yeah, guys, I will check in with you guys a little later. How long we've been on here? For 16 minutes. So more than likely I'm gonna check in with you guys a little later, because I don't want to end the video here, and I need to get something in my system. Later. Hey, good morning. Welcome back to my channel. I'm in a mood to have some serotonin, so I'm actually about to head outside. Just give me a minute. I am actually back here in my backyard. I needed to get some serotonin. As a matter of fact, I don't know why I'm putting this on, because I got some fried cauliflower. You would think that it's like chicken nuggets, but it's not. It's cauliflower. So I bought that with me out here. Ooh, it's still hot. And I just wanted to talk to you guys. There has been some changes in my life. So I look. Y'all, I quit my job again. And I quit it because my manager was starting to play with me. and it was very disrespectful. And I'm the type of individual that would leave a situation that is not giving me any type of peace. Like, I'll leave. I'm not one of those people that will just stay just because. No. So yeah, y'all, I quit my job. I was on site then, and I was HR assistant, and I quit. Told her it was because I was starting a nursing program and I wanted to focus on the nursing program, which really wasn't entirely true. I mainly quit because I got tired of doing all the work while she just lounged off in her office and speak Spanish to everybody, even the people who didn't even want to speak Spanish. She'll almost try to force Spanish out of them. But majority of it was because she was just lazy. She just did not like to work. She would spend all her time, if not most of her time, in her office, talking to every Tom, Dick, and Harry, not doing a darn thing, while I would be in the other room busting my butt, having to open the door for everybody who comes in, having to take all these requests, and on top of her keep forwarding all of the calls over to me. It was just beginning to become too much. Granted, I know I had my responsibilities, right? But then there's my responsibilities plus yours. I mean, this lady just didn't want to work. Anyway, that's why I really left. But I just told her it was because of my school. Sorry, there's an airplane passing by. Let me take another bite. So I had enough and I quit. Because like I said, I don't care about quitting a job that no longer serves me. I have zero loyalty to jobs, and y'all shouldn't either, because they don't care about you. They don't. They may do a birthday here or there. That's just enough to keep you in there, but I'm in HR. I could tell y'all some stories. There's no loyalty. Anyway, so I quit. She ended up calling me back, what, a month later or 2 months later? Mind you, I've never had a job that will call me back and ask me, pretty much beg me to come work for them again. I obliged and I said, yeah, sure, I'll do it. But that was only because she told me I would be replacing another individual who quit, who resigned, whatever you want to call it. She said that I would be working from home, okay? And she said that I would be dealing solely with drivers, Department of Transportation stuff like DOT. Those two things sounded perfect. And she said that I would be part-time. So she said I'll be part-time. She said I'll be remote, so working from home, and I'll be dealing with just drivers. I won't be an HR assistant, because she had already hired somebody as an HR assistant. And I wasn't going back as no HR assistant. I quit for a reason. So all three of those things sounded good to me. So I agreed. Y'all, 5 months later, speeding up to this month of July. Actually, it started last month. This lady, she'd text me and say, hey, Sierra, can you come into the office to cover, let me just call the name out, cover Stacy's shift? I thought it was quite odd, you know, but I'm like, sure, whatever, you know, because I wanted to get some more hours. So I'd be like, okay, you know what, whenever you're not in the office, just call me so I could get more hours. I just wanted a little bit more hours than 20 hours. I didn't want to be full-time, but I just wanted to get at least 30 hours, and I'll still be part-time. So I went in and everything, and this happened a few times. You know, she would be gone because this lady spends more time out of the office than in. I didn't care at the time because I'm like, hey, it's more hours for me that I can get to be in there. So I obliged. I would go in and I would just be there, just get extra hours. At a certain point in time, I told her, look, I'm gonna call her, I'll call her Angeline. I said, hey, Angeline, hold on. Yeah, so I told her, listen, hey, Angeline, I appreciate, you know, you giving me a few hours here and there whenever you're not in the office. School is becoming kind of hectic to me, so, you know, I'll just keep my 20 hours that I was hired to do, because technically I was hired to do 20. So she wrote back something to the effect of like, okay, y'all, tell me how 2 weeks later she asked me to come in again. That's when I was beginning to be like, is something wrong with this lady? I just told you that I don't want to come in, you know, because I wasn't hired to come in. I was hired to work from home. And I told you that school is getting hectic, which she was always aware that I was in nursing school. Hence, that's the reason that I gave her for quitting the first time as an HR assistant. Then she proceeded to ask me again, say, hey, can you come in and do 2 days? I said no. I gave her the same rationale. And I put this in writing too, because you got to do that with people like her. She kept asking me and kept asking me and kept asking me. Y'all, I am not kidding. Then it got to a point where I would say, hey, I want to do my part-time hours. Then she'll say, okay, well, can you just come in to do your hours? That's when I was like, okay, this lady is crazy. Why am I coming in there to do the same job that I can do at home when you have a whole HR assistant that's in there who knows what she's doing? Needless to say, y'all, and I'm just snipping all this into like as condensed as I can because I'm kind of like over it. I said, you know what, bet, I'm out. I'm not doing this. You're going against the grain. You're going against what we discussed, and I'm not having it. This wasn't what I was hired to do. Guys, and this is just the condensed version, like as condensed as it can get, because by this time I was really just over it, to be honest. But this lady done this at least 10 times after I had a conversation with her about just sticking to my regular 20 hours. Just imagine you telling somebody this is what it is, and then after that 10 more times, they're going back and talking about the same thing that you told them wasn't going to happen. It's disrespectful. This wasn't. Child, it got to a point where she stopped asking me and she started telling me, I'm going to need you to come in on this and this date. So that was the final straw for me. This happened, 2 days ago? That was the final straw for me. So, needless to say, this has happened more than 10 times. And each time she would ask me the same redundant questions, whether that was her asking me to come in to do an 8-hour shift after I clearly told her several times I'm part-time. There's no need for me to do more, right? She'll either ask me to do that or she'll ask me to just come in, period, and cover her shift. That's where she started to go. That's what she started to go with. Can you cover my shift? At that point in time, I'm just like, yo, this is ridiculous. How the hell can I cover an HR director shift? I have zero criteria or authorization to do that. And if I do, I need a pay raise. So I'm just like, this lady is just pulling stuff out of her ass at this point. She's pulling stuff out of her ass. And I remember my mom was like, Sierra, just don't keep saying no. Just say yes, I'll come in, but I'm only going to do the hours that I was hired to do part-time. I know she didn't like that. She didn't like that. So that's when her tone started to change and she started saying, hey, Sierra, I'm going to need you to come in on this date and that date. That's when I pulled the plug. And I'm condensing this a lot because I'm kind of like over it. And it's hot outside. But when people start to go against what you're hired to do, leave. I really wanted to tell her before I left, like, why am I doing this? Why am I doing that? But then that's when people close to me was like, okay, let's say that you do have a conversation with her and you say, I'm not qualified to cover your shift, number one. Number two, why are you constantly asking me to do 8-hour shifts when I was hired to do 4-hour shifts and it's in ADP? I'm not going against the grain of anything. That's what I was hired to do. And by the way, why am I keep coming into the office? Is this a hybrid schedule? Because we never agreed to a hybrid schedule. We agreed to a work from home schedule. I could have said all of those things, but somebody close to me was like, why do that when she can give you whatever reason that come out of her head and it's still not going to change? Angeline, that's the name I'm using for my ex-manager, Angeline know what she's doing. People, period, they know what they're doing when they do it. I guess she was just hoping that I wouldn't say nothing, that I would keep obliging. I'm not doing that. I'm not. Especially when I know I'm in nursing school and I know what awaits me and it ain't this tacky job. Come on now. I'll be getting paid twice as much. So, needless to say, that was the last straw when she asked me to come in to do my 4-hour shift. I said, okay. I drew up a resignation letter. The very next day, I had sent the resignation letter and I made it effective immediately. I'm not going to go back and forth with you. it's obvious that you're either dumb, stupid, or slow. And I know that sounds so mean, but that's how I am. Like, when I feel disrespected, I gotta call a spade a spade. So I'm like, she's either dumb, stupid, or slow, but she's just disrespectful. She know that these are the terms of my job, and it says so in ADP, so I'm not saying anything that's not accurate, but she's still trying to push and push and push. That's someone who doesn't give a crap. But good riddance to that. No love lost. I could care less. This video, I guess, is really just about knowing your worth and not letting people treat you otherwise, because they'll do it. They'll do it if you try it. So yeah, I guess that's what this video is about. Oh, that was some good wind. I love some good wind because it's hot out here in South Florida. But don't y'all love the scenery? It's gorgeous. I don't come back here often, but I might, to just come out and just, you know, get some serotonin. I'm back on the prowl, but I love it. I love it. And I also love that I left, because now I can get to focus on my classes, y'all, because I'm taking 4 classes and I find myself getting behind and behind. Like, there's been times that school just started. This is like the 2nd week, but there's been times that I came to class and I totally forgot that certain worksheets were due. And I cannot slack off now. I'm in the thick of it now. Next session, we're going to be doing clinicals now. So we're going to be going on site. And I got to maintain my GPA. I got to, you know, pass these classes, most importantly, because your girl is not trying to redo them and pay Chamberlain more money. No. So that's how I got to look at it. You got to look at the glass half full and not half empty. I knew what I was doing when I resigned. I knew what I was doing. And I also knew that I didn't have a job lined up before I quit. But I personally didn't care, because I don't have kids. And with my living situation right now, my bills are very, very minimum. So I had the freedom to just up and quit. I know everybody can't do that. Everybody is literally in survival mode. They don't have the cushion that I have. They don't have as little debt as I have. You know, they don't have 0 kids. They may have kids, you know. So there's a lot of factors that play into people staying at a job that they know isn't really good for them or respects them. Me, that wasn't really my case. Yeah, do I still have bills? Sure. Will they still get paid? Yes. But I wasn't going to stay at a job that was causing me anguish. And it's not the job per se, it was my manager. But guys, I am very okay with the decision that I made. I'm a grown adult. I've been in this situation many times before. Not many, but I've been in it enough times. So let's just say that. I've been in it more than twice. So I'm good. I'm relaxing. It gives me a chance to catch up with my schoolwork. I feel like everything happens for a reason in life, and there was a reason why I was at my wit's end. And this is the best decision that I could have made for me. You know what I'm saying? I get to take my time with finding the next employment and an employer that will honor what I was hired to do, you know, because I wasn't deviating from what I was hired to do, and it's on paper. And I've never had that happen before, actually. I may have had jobs that would try to get me to work more hours. I mean, who hasn't? But I never had a job that tried to change my location. You know, I've had many remote jobs. I never had them once say, hey, Sierra, we're going to need you to come into the office a few times, and then keep saying it, and then keep saying it, and then have the gall to say, hey, I'm going to need you to cover my shift, and they a freaking director or a CEO. How does that work? It doesn't work at all. But I'm happy that I made that decision. It gives me more time to focus on school, for real, y'all, for real. And it also gives me more time to, you know, learn things about myself. So I'm taking my time. I will find another job because, you know, I still want to be independent enough to pay for things myself. I don't want to have to depend on the hubs to pay for everything, you know, although he doesn't mind, and that's what a relationship is, it's give and take. But, you know, I still like to have my own. Nothing wrong with that. So I still intend on getting another part-time job, but I'll get it with, you know, a company who respects why I was hired. And if that company start to give me some mess, I will leave again. Like, that's just how I am. And I believe that's how y'all should be too. I'm not about to let these companies, you know, put me in an early grave. No, I'm too young. I'm too young, and y'all shouldn't either. But I hope y'all day is going really well, y'all. My camera has been turning off left and right because it's been overheating, because it's hot outside. We have a little wind, but it's still hot and humid. So my camera, I'm getting tired of having to make it cool down and turn the camera back on. I'm not sure how long this video is going to be. But again, my name is Sierra, and my content is pretty much on my life and everything in between. Today, of course, was about my life. But if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you subscribe, comment, like the video, and I'll have some more videos coming out for you guys soon. All right, peace. Let's just hit the rewind. We'll